So we're all stuck inside with the coronavirus going around the world, so
Nobody else needs to talk about this.
time to watch Star Wars. You know?
All anybody ever talks about. Kind of annoying. This is a very good episode, shockingly.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, as far as these episodes have gone, it's like, good. This one has story, content, and characters.
Anything to do with the Sun
Right.
Star tends to bring out the best in the series,
Right.
I think.
And it's interesting. It's got some crazy reveals and some twists.
I know.
Twists and turns.
It's a big turning point for the series,
Mhm.
hopefully.
After this episode, nothing will be the same.
So in other words, only the full-length episodes are the ones worth watching. for
I
season
don't
two.
know.
Actually, well, nothing's worth watching in season 2, but
No, not until this. This one is okay.
This one's good. I'd watch it. I did watch it.
The Rage was a full length. That one wasn't very good even.
Yeah.
comparatively, it was better than some of the other episodes this season.
Yeah.
The Rage.
The full length gives them a little more room to breathe, I think.
Right.
But this one I liked. Should we introduce? Welcome back, everybody, to Star Wars Total Rewatch. I'm Aaron,
I'm Cody.
I'm
and
Daniel.
we're a podcast, and you're listening to us. This episode is called Night of the Stranger.
Stranger.
Very strange, indeed.
Yeah. Who could it be?
From October 11th of 1986. What did you say?
Who could it be?
Who could this stranger be? Don't know.
You know, but it's pretty spooky starting off. You just see this
Yeah.
mystical things with the moons aligning, and then something gets spewed forth out of the void.
There's a rip in space and time in the sky up there.
Yeah, up in space, this rift opens up, and a comet flies out.
Never a good sign when there's a giant rift in time and space.
Yeah,
like
there
that.
really isn't.
It's never a good thing. It's not like, oh, somebody comes bearing gifts and it's Santa Claus. No, it's always something horrible.
I thought that's how Santa Claus gets everywhere so quickly.
Probably.
There you go. I'll give a real brief summary. This is the episode where thing opens up in space and this creepy guy in a cloak flies out. No, the comet comes out, which hatches a creepy guy in a cloak who's like a servant of the night spirit we've heard about. And he's after the Sun Star, enlists the aid of the Dulocs to help get it. And there's an epic battle, which we will discuss right now. I guess I feel like I can't summarize it without giving away all the cool stuff, so that's my summary.
There's an epic battle. We'll save the ending as a surprise.
Yeah, we don't want to can't spoil things.
Stay till the end. You won't believe how it ends. Wow. So I was gonna say, Endor confirmed 2 moons. Right?
Yeah.
Were you wondering about that?
They are, and
Yeah.
Logray calls them moons.
Oh yeah.
So are they just like other moons of the planet Endor? Or are they orbiting this moon?
Right. Moons of the moon. Is that something that
Mhm.
can even happen?
I don't know. Astronomers, write in and tell
Get
us. Is that a thing? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Maybe. You can have things orbiting other things, like we go around the sun and
And moons have moons. So far, no submoons have been discovered.
Aw.
okay. Theoretically possible.
Yeah.
Well, I guess whoever wrote that hasn't been to Endor because they've got it.
Right. Endor is a very unique place, as we
Yeah.
have found.
Lots of things there you're not going to find anywhere else.
Continues to get even more crazy. So they see the moons align, which I don't know is a natural phenomenon or if there's some dark magic at work here, which is also possible.
They do it very quickly. They just suddenly like
Right.
zip in front of each other. Maybe that was a time lapse. They didn't want us to have to watch the whole thing.
So something flies out of the rift in space, but Logray doesn't see it. He just comments that it's what does he say? A strange, magical night like tonight or something. He has a bad feeling that, some dark magic.
He has a bad feeling about this.
He does. So he's going to go off and try to find out what's going on.
He said there was a similar, on a different magic night, just like that one, was when some battle had happened, right? And the Sun Star was the thing that drove it away.
Yeah.
Or drove the evil things away.
They were banished by this. Thanks to this worm. He holds up a jar with a worm in it. There's no, whoops. I mean the Sun Star.
Oh, how could I have gotten those two things mixed up?
And he says,
he's an old guy.
He claims the Sun Star can unleash the most powerful magic in the universe.
Whoa.
Yeah, what are the Ewoks doing
That's
with
quite
this thing?
the claim. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't trust an Ewok with this.
I think the Ewoks are more pivotal to this entire franchise than anyone has realized.
It's
Yeah,
so
clearly.
obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I was doing some research about the amount of screen time Ewoks get versus other things.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll get into that later, maybe another episode. But they have quite a lot. At least at this point, as of 1986, they're rivaling everything else.
Yeah, they really went all in on their Ewok trademark, whatever.
Yep.
Try to get as much as they can out of that.
So the guys think that they see the comet, and so they go off to warn Logray and the other folks, right?
Mhm.
Other Ewoks who are in the middle of their warrior ceremony.
Yeah, and Asha is getting awarded with her Belt of Honor or something.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was her.
I know. It's cool.
I noticed her later in the episode biting off the creatures, but I didn't realize this was her here.
And isn't that one of Wicked's brothers? I don't know.
Yeah,
look
the one,
familiar.
the oldest one, right?
Yeah.
And then some other guy.
Yeah, so like it's interesting. Asha is around a little bit in this episode, and to me, like she's not gonna hang around with little kids. Like she's a warrior.
No, she
She's
is,
cool
yeah.
for them.
Yeah, she doesn't do a lot, but you get to see her do some moves,
Oh yeah,
some fighting.
I was waiting for
Feels
her to
Dengar.
call in her Wolfpack sister, but she didn't.
That would be something. Yeah, we didn't get to see that happen.
it's her ultimate ability.
Wasn't charged yet.
Yeah, or she just didn't need to use it. She's just that good. Yeah, so Wicked and Tebow are gonna go warn Chief Chirpa about the comet.
Yeah, but when they point it out and they don't see the comet, they're following a light, and it's
They also make a fool of themselves, charging into disrupt the ceremony.
Yeah, they
yeah,
step on Baga in very cartoon-esque way, bumble and trip and knock everybody over.
But yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, Aaron. You were gonna say.
Yeah, so no one's taking them seriously already because they just made a mess. And then they're like, no, there's a comet. And everyone's like, all right, let's take a look. Hey, guys, it's just a lantern bird.
Yeah.
And if you'll remember, lantern birds are the ones with little lanterns for tails.
I know.
We've seen them before.
I remember those.
Yeah, I remember them too.
I know, I'm speaking to the audience. They haven't spent hours poring over this stuff like we
That
have.
was what? That was to save
Oh, yeah.
Deej.
To save Deej. Yeah. My
From that
favorite
episode.
episode.
That's right. They needed a feather or something
Mhm.
from a lantern bird.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did actually see a comet though, just to make that clear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they're the adults do not believe them again. This happens
Surprise.
pretty often.
Yeah, what else is new?
Although I'm thinking we're probably only seeing the times when they're actually right. There's probably hundreds of other times when they're crying for
Countless
things
times.
Right.
that we don't see in an episode. That would be a good episode though,
Nothing
Like,
happens.
huh? Right. Get all worked up over and over. But yeah, so they're gonna go track down the comet themselves. It's a meteor at this point. It's a comet in space, a meteor on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
It's
for
the same thing
the definition.
in
Mhm.
different places.
Did they use the terminology correctly in this episode?
I don't think they ever
I-
called it a meteor.
He called it a comet. I
Yeah, he's
think.
gonna put a piece of
Mhm.
the comet on his warrior belt.
All right. Oh yeah, all about that warrior belt.
Yeah.
What does he have on there now? He's got a tooth from something. What's that one from?
What? No, he doesn't.
Or a little claw, something next to
Oh,
his
that's
feather.
just the clasp for the belt.
Oh, okay. So it's just the feather.
It's just the feather. Yeah.
Okay.
And now a piece of the meteor. But right,
Yeah.
so this meteor crashed.
I mean, is that radioactive? Who knows? This thing's glowing.
I know.
Let's touch it.
Hanging
Yeah.
on a belt.
But it's like it's a weird purple shell-looking thing, and it's cracked open. Tebow says
Yeah.
it looks like something came out of it, which is very bizarre.
Feels like the War of the Worlds. You got this thing that like dug into the ground and then like hatched out later.
Well, it just kind of cracked.
It didn't really dig in, but it made me think of that.
Tebow looks down and he's like, "Look, sir, droids."
He holds
What?
up a piece of the meteor.
Yeah.
Look, sir.
Oh yeah, he has that look to him. Yeah.
It's a servant of the night spirit.
Look,
But
sir.
we do get a glance of a spooky ghost.
Yeah, they do show us.
He looks like a purple wraith.
Yeah.
Floating
Wraith?
wraith.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Floating around in the air.
It's weird.
And man, those things are weird underneath.
Yeah, like I thought that's what he actually looked like, but no, it
Should we
turns
talk
out.
about that later? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, we will.
We'll see it without the cloak on later.
So Wicket hears somebody coming up, so they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it must be whoever that was. Let's jump on them from out of a tree." And of course, they just jump on the girls,
They're gonna
Yeah.
give them the old up and over.
playing drop the sack.
Yeah, it was just the girls who followed them. Yeah,
Yeah, the girls basically just said, "Wonder what the guys are up to. Let's follow them."
right.
There they are. So you see the Dulocs having a party, which I thought was pretty funny, actually.
Just another day in the
They're
Duloc
just-
swamp.
Like the little dance that those guys are doing. There's a
Yeah.
guy and a girl doing a dance wearing some silly hats or something.
Yep.
Everything about these Dulocs is just, they're so tacky. I feel like there are people on Earth that I can, like, I don't know. Like, we've talked about them feeling they're part of out of a sitcom, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
don't know what.
nagging wife character.
Yeah, Married with Children or something like that.
Oh. Oh no.
I don't know, but they're doing this dance that feels like what's the Music Man, One Grecian Urn.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, weird. What a weird
I
reference.
saw
Aaron.
that recently. I don't know. I'm think things are coming to mind just that I happen to have seen recently.
Okay.
Not necessarily that there's the closest connection, but she's just like holding this thing up in the air, doing a silly move. And I think because it has a similar feeling of like, I think they think they're pretty cultured.
Sure.
It has some great saxophone music playing.
Yeah, but the Dulocs actually do something besides terrorize the Ewoks or helpless animals.
Yeah, for a few minutes.
They're not all bad. They can just have a nice night to themselves and do some dances.
But yeah, this wraith guy means business.
Yep.
Or the stranger, the night of the stranger.
Yeah, he comes into the Dulocs and says, "Come with me to attack the Ewok village."
Yeah, the guy says, "Hey, this swamp is Duloc
Yeah, right.
territory."
King Gornish. And
Yeah.
he gets zapped into the sky.
Yeah, just lasers him with his eyes.
And then he
Yeah.
says, "Haha, our swamp is your swamp." Ha ha ha. But they know what he's up to. He actually says to his other Duloc guy here, says, "We better go with this guy. He's probably after the Sunstar."
Mm-hmm.
Well, so the Dulocs serve the night spirit, don't they? Didn't they say that one time?
Yeah, I feel like it's not like they want to, though. I think that they just feel compelled to because it's like a very powerful being,
They-
you know?
Right, it just kind of coerces them into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, right, in this case. Yeah, it's like they don't really have
Take
a
orders
choice,
from whoever has the most
But
power.
they are happy to attack the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Right, just waiting for an excuse to do that. And this guy's not the night spirit, right? We've never seen it, whatever it is, have we?
The Night Spirit? No, we never
We
actually
just hear
seen
about
it.
things that
Yeah.
follow it. I wonder if we're going to ever see it. Can't
I don't
remember.
know.
Maybe it's
I
just
almost
something you can't comprehend. Just so evil.
Logray talks about, well, the Sunstar has like two sides to it, And he actually calls one of them like the dark side, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, or somebody does.
Yeah, so
There's a dark side of the Sun Star.
it's almost like they just serve the dark side of the Force. Like whatever this night spirit is, it's just like an embodiment of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it feels like the Ewoks are very connected to Force.
Yeah.
In like a different way than the Jedi are, but like the part of it that's like part of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we're about at this spot, but Logray goes to a creepy thorn forest, which is apparently was a place of the dark side of the Force here, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it basically is.
Yeah, and a bunch of rocks come out of the ground and collapse on him. But his staff gets knocked away from him, and then here later they show him reach out for the staff, and he definitely just uses the Force to pull the staff.
Yeah, he's very much with his eyes closed, doing the same thing that Luke does.
It was great. Like that looked the most like the Force that anything has in this show up to this point.
Well, you mean the magic hand going to grab the scroll wasn't very Force-like? Is that what you're trying to say?
Actually, you know what? No, I did see Obi-Wan Kenobi do that in that one movie that one time. Actually.
It's just one more reminder that this is Star Wars. Well, even though it doesn't feel like it a lot of the time.
It's good. It's like this. It feels kind of like it fits. Actually, thank you, thank you, show. Give me some hope here. Yeah. So yeah, Dulocs attack the village, and the servant of the night spirit, he gets the Sun Star very easily. And he's zapping lasers and making purple fire and traps our heroes on a bridge. Very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty intense. Like I liked it. I like this. It's good action.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Everybody on the upper levels of the treehouse platforms are fighting Dulocs.
Yeah, the Dulocs are terrible. Ewoks almost fall to their deaths though. Like look at that.
Yeah, seriously. Latara almost just fell and died.
The bridge is collapsing.
It's gonna make her rethink her priorities in life.
But yeah, so here the king of the Dulocs is talking to the servant of the night spirit, and he's saying like, you know, this is a pretty good relationship we got going. Like, you're a pretty powerful guy. What we should stick together.
Going to business together.
Yeah, that what he's.
No, but I mean, it's the essentially.
Idea, yeah. And the night spirit's like, well, you served your purpose. Now get out of here. And he starts zapping at him. It's like, they're kind of just a distraction. The kids are trying to explain.
Run away.
Well, right.
Oh, the Dulocs run away doing that thing where their feet spin in the air for a few seconds and then they
of course.
Of course. Anyway, continue.
The kids are trying to explain to Chief Chirpa that the servant of the night spirit took the Sun Star, but he says, the Dulocs took it, of course. We have to go attack.
Were the kids the only ones that saw him?
Apparently.
The adults, nobody else saw that guy?
Yeah, I guess not.
And when this night spirit guy was shooting fire at him, he tells them, there you go.
You will never tell what has happened.
Right?
That voice.
He just says, you'll never tell what's happened. Like, why? Like, was he thinking they were just going to die here? Like, was that the idea? Or was he, like, threatening them?
Apparently.
I was wondering if he was going to, like, cast a spell on them so they couldn't say. It's like, no, they didn't do anything. Because later he was like, oh, those little Ewoks knew I took the Sun Star. Whoops. How did they get
because
away?
their bridge, the part of the bridge they were on, was gonna collapse. It was on fire. I think he just assumed they weren't gonna have a chance to tell anybody.
Yeah,
it's a weird thing to say. There's nothing behind his words.
Well, he knew that if the Ewoks banded together, they could stop him. He's like, as long as the rest of the Ewoks don't know what's happening or where I'm gonna be, then my plot will succeed.
And they were pretty young. Maybe he thought he could actually intimidate them. But they're warriors.
Oh yeah. Well, they're almost. Wicket keeps saying stuff like, after all, we're almost warriors.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yeah.
Since the chief thinks the Dulocs took it, then the kids are going to have to go stop this night spirit guy themselves. Because, they're almost warriors. So yeah, they go to the Thorn Forest to find out what happened to Logray, I guess. Logray gets put in a bubble.
Oh yeah, set up on top of one of those random stone pillars that showed up.
Yeah.
It's crazy how quickly that guy took Logray out, though, as soon as he had the Sunstar.
Oh yeah, I mean the Sunstar is the most powerful force in the universe.
In the universe.
I mean, good
or
luck.
so we've been told.
So he explains here, for our sake, I mean, Logray probably already knows this, but what actually happened to these creatures? Like, there's a bunch of them, these servants of the Night Spirit. I don't know if they have another name.
I think it's...
They never get called anything.
They just call them strangers.
Yeah.
They're wizards of the Night Spirit.
Yep.
But they're a whole species. And the story is apparently a long time ago. I have no idea when.
I don't know.
They were banished to another world that's just like a wasteland, which is like another world.
I was really interested in that part.
I know.
You only see it for a few seconds, but they kind of zoom in on the Sunstar, and like in its reflection, you see this. Like they show you that other planet, dimension.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is like they come out of a rift in space.
Yeah.
So is this like in another dimension?
That's what I figured.
I know, but like that's crazy for Star Wars. I don't know if this is a first. First.
Yeah, right.
Oh, just you wait. There's some Clone Wars episodes.
Is there
that are
really
crazy?
I don't remember that, but I'm looking forward to it now.
Very good. I'm down with that. It's the multiverse.
Oh, maybe I know what you're talking about.
The Star Wars multiverse.
Yeah. So whatever this place is, well, and especially for this series, which is confined to one planet, it's interesting to see like something else out there, and they don't go there, but like they have some connection to it through these guys.
But he says that he's going to send all the Ewoks there and bring all of his people back to Endor.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure. But I was wondering, like, so apparently they were banished a long time ago. Was it by Ewoks? Because like,
I think so.
Like, it seems like it. It just seems so weird. Like, what the ancient Ewok people?
Or has the Sunstar belonged to different peoples over time?
I don't know. Definitely sounds like it was by the Ewoks.
I told you the Ewoks are the pivotal figures in this entire saga.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this planet though. Just the little brief glimpse they give you. It's kind of crazy looking. It looks like a big desert with like some mountains in the background. But the part we see up close is some giant skeleton of something laying in the sand. Like, what is that thing?
Could be a crate dragon. This could just be Tatooine.
Yeah, maybe. There's something big with like
basically
tusks.
Desolate wasteland. So the Wikipedia article doesn't have anything beyond what's seen in the episode on this, but
yeah,
they call it the other world, and it was an extra dimensional world. They were banished there by the Ewoks.
So there's not a lot of stuff in this series that I feel like needs to be explored much further, but this thing, I would like to know more about this.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty cool. These guys are so strange. I think they're really interesting.
Yeah, hopefully that's what this. They should have had like a kind of a overall theme for the season that was like the evil Night Spirit trying to break free using all the means and his followers.
Main villain.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that's what we should have gotten.
You had Morag in the first season, kind of a recurring
Instead,
villain.
We got a bunch of filler episodes.
A bunch of filler episodes.
Tebow clowning around.
Oh, Tebow was talking to animals in this one again. Remember, that's his thing.
Oh yeah, they were wondering. They ask a Munyip which way the Night Spirit went, and he tells them.
Yeah.
He said, "Go north."
Oh, did that happen before this?
Yeah, that's how they got to this to the
bog or swamp or whatever it was called.
Big set piece at the end here.
Yeah, but there was a part where they said the spirit trees were talking. Where was that?
Oh,
that's right. They like picked up Tebow.
Yeah, here it was. So this was before the.
If you keep this part
attack.
in, we're scrolling through the video on the YouTube channel just to find the part we're trying to discuss.
It was before the Night Spirit attacked the village, and the spirit trees are trying to warn them. They just kind of like pick up Tebow with their branches and toss him around, and he says, they ask him, what did the Night Spirits say? And he says, well,
I know the soul trees.
The soul trees say they're very upset. It's like, well, yeah. Latara's like, yeah, no kidding, you weirdo.
But but he was doing his job actually as a whatever, an apprentice to Logray.
Yeah. No, I like it. Like they actually are utilizing their character traits in a good way.
I've been watching too much Ewoks because I called somebody a Lurdo the other day.
Unironically. Yeah.
No. Thankfully, it wasn't unironically. It was definitely ironically. I haven't gone that far
Gosh,
yet.
that guy's such a weirdo.
Oh no!
Did you have to explain what it meant?
I did. It was awkward. But yeah, so the stranger sees that the Ewoks are coming to stop him, so he uses his magic to send forth. Was he turned like some weeds into a giant monster thing?
It was one of the thorn trees from the thorn forest.
Yeah, he uses the magic power to turn that into a monster and then sends it out after the Ewoks.
A couple of these are used as clips in the opening credits of the show.
Yeah, some of these shots.
Yeah, I thought all the stuff in the credits was just created for that, but there are a few parts that are from episodes, I guess, like this one. You see the dragon, and you see this guy in his cloak floating around.
Yeah, I don't think this thing has a name, because I don't know if it's like a real creature. It's just like a thorn tree dragon.
He just turned it into...
I mean, the article makes no mention of it, but yeah. It does attack them. It grabs Latara, and Tebow is trying to use some magic, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He tries to use a shrinking potion, but instead he throws a
itching
pepper. Yeah, itching potion. Whatever. Itchy Wawa. Which is still effective, and they stop the dragon. I mean, I don't know. Some of this felt like it's just kind of filler stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really need that.
Wicket grabs this dragon scale, adds it to his belt. He's filling that belt up in this episode.
Yeah. He's got to prove he's a warrior.
And they do kind of, like, here Latara calls him out on it. You and that dumb belt. And that's kind of a theme of the episode, as we'll see later.
Foreshadowing!
Yeah. Right.
You're right. There was some foreshadowing here. They used the belt. So there's this crazy signal or something beaming up into space from the Sunstar, like from the dark side.
It's going to open that rift in the sky. And they knock the cloak off of the wizard of the night spirit, and holy crap.
Oh my.
Terrifying.
Seriously freaky. Like, this would have terrified all the kids.
That's why these things aren't out on video. Actually, I'm going to find a list sometime of which episodes are actually out there.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to describe this character for people at home?
He's a big mouth, basically, with lots of teeth. That's primarily what he is.
It's very similar description to those droids that attack the ship
in the Great Heap.
In the Great Heap, yeah, they also had huge mouths. That's all they were.
This one just has these huge mouths, and he kind of looks like a creepy, evil Joker smile. This is huge, unnatural smile filled with massive, pointy teeth, and he's just like, that's mostly his body. It's just the mouth.
Yeah, they have these skinny claw arms.
A little body attached.
Yeah, and like a little ghost tail. I mean, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of them come out of the rift.
And like, that is terrifying. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, man, as a kid, I would have not appreciated those things.
And then all the Ewoks come to save the day.
I guess, yeah, you do get to see the Ewoks punch them.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, they look like little demon things. It's kind of nasty. And apparently they all came here anyway. I don't know why. Maybe they like went to the Duloc swamp, and then the Dulocs were like, "Oh yeah, it was actually this night spirit wizard." They're like, "Oh right, we're dumb."
Yeah, somehow all the warriors shows up here.
Yeah, and Asha is here. It's great.
Yeah,
they all have their spears, and she's knocking teeth out of their big smiles.
That's right. Yeah, they're lassoing them.
Right.
Doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Kinds of comical.
Taking these guys out. And are there bowling pin sounds again when they get thrown into each other?
It's pretty.
That's just the go-to sound effect.
But yeah, Chief Chirpo lassos one, but then it flies away, and Wicket grabs onto the rope, and it's going to like pull him into the rift, right?
Oh, you're right. I don't think I realized what was happening there.
Maybe that happened later here. I remember he was gonna... Oh, he just jumped on one. That's what it was. Jumped on it.
They have to flip the Sunstar over, I guess, to like get the light side projecting itself instead.
Yeah.
Right. To close the rift.
Of course. You know, it's one way to open, the other way to close. It's your basic
makes
magic.
Yeah, don't you guys know anything about how magic works? Yeah.
Nisa uses her lasso.
Oh yeah, she has her cool lasso.
She reverses it and then starts sucking up all of the evil spirits.
Reverses the polarity.
Yeah, but here's where it is. Wicket is getting dragged into the vortex by one of the night spirit guys and drops his warrior belt. So then Nisa throws the belt and hits the wizard to let Tebow escape, but he loses his belt, so
Wicket
loses the belt. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, she kind of uses it to like knock the guy back into his dimension.
Yep. And then everything goes back to normal, the moons separate, and all the evil spirits are gone, and of course the first thing Wicket does, he's just so ungrateful.
Yeah, it's all lost.
Oh, Wicket! Thank goodness you're safe!
Gone. All gone.
Yes, the stranger's gone forever.
Not him. My belt of honor.
Well, I never. Nisa saved your life, and all you can think about is that silly belt.
And Latara, of all people, starts talking sense into him about this thing. I liked her little her talk.
It's like, who is she to talk? She was more than happy to risk their lives for her.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I don't know. Tebow saves Latara at one point here, kind of accidentally, but she gives him a big kiss on the cheek. So a big kiss on the cheek.
Whoa!
So there's a big step forward in their relationship.
She still called him a Lurdo, though.
Yeah, but affectionately.
Wonderful Lurdo. Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it all. It's funny. But no, like, good. Like, they're carrying a little bit over from last season. Yep.
That's I guess Wicket gets a new belt.
Mm-hmm. And they get awarded for their bravery. So, yeah, they think they're going to get some big reward, or Wicket wants to be welcomed into the warrior circle or something, right? Or they're going to get like new spears and who knows.
Yeah.
Everything they could ever want is under that sheet.
He says, you can be at the ceremony, but we do not grant you the rank of warrior.
That's right.
As Mace Windu would say.
Can be in the warrior circle.
Right.
But we do not
How
grant
can
you
be
the
in the
rank of
circle and not
warrior.
be a warrior?
So unfair. He's holding me back.
No, but
Oh man.
Go ahead. What you can tell what happened.
To get these little beads of bravery. They keep on. They make a joke like they get these dumb awards that are meaningless. And honestly, I kind of am buying it at this point. It's like they're just making up things just to like placate the young lady.
Yeah. Bead of bravery, is that even a real thing?
Right.
Yeah, sure it is.
Oh yeah.
Lots of people have those.
Yeah. But you're still too young to be warriors.
My goodness, the number of times these kids
after
have
everything
saved
they've done,
the entire tribe, they're better warriors than everyone.
Yes, they're all. The episode ends with them complaining about their stupid reward. What is this? 2 suns as well in the background. It's 2 of everything here.
2 trees.
2 trees, 2 suns, 2 moons. Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
There's probably some kind of metaphor we can be.
I don't
know. Who knows?
About the moons, I was gonna say, the claim that the sun star is the most powerful force in the universe is like this is a pretty compelling argument. It actually has the ability to move moons. That's amazing. That is quite
open
a powerful
up gateways
object.
To other dimensions.
Yeah,
it can also start fires on platforms.
Well, okay. But I was thinking because at one point in like the original movies, they call the Death Star like the ultimate weapon, ultimate battle station or something like that?
Ultimate power in the universe.
Exactly. Yeah. Did they actually?
Isn't
call
that
it
the phrase they use?
I was thinking
I think
it's something
so.
really similar, and I was like, okay, so how does this compare to the Death Star? You know?
Yeah.
I was like, what if the Death Star is powered by the Sun Star?
They both have star in the name. And you can move moons. I mean, you could cause some damage on a planet. Like, was it like Thanos pulling that moon down onto their planet?
No, I know. Well, yeah. Like this is a pretty cool object. Like, if it fell into like the hands of the Sith or something, the Empire, pretty scary, right?
Spoiler alert!
Just wait and see a further episode.
What?
There's some cool. There's a good episode coming up regarding the Sunstar.
All right, I'm interested.
We've just got 8 episodes to get through.
We're getting there.
Or 8 more recordings.
A bunch of filler
depending
episodes.
on how you define the half episodes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was the episode.
Yeah. Night of the Stranger. All right, if we're still rating these, this one gets a yub from me.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
I think I have to.
Sure.
Reluctantly, Cody agrees. All right, we'll take it. No, I think this is good.
Yeah.
This is a highlight of the series.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It added a bunch more backstory to the Sunstar Shadowstone thing, kind of the background as to what happened with it. It didn't make up some new artifact. That's something.
Yeah. Right.
Expanded on stuff that they already
on
have.
what they've already talked about,
which is good.
And the servants of the Night Spirit will haunt your dreams forever. So.
Yes, they shall.
Oh boy. Well, anything else? Wrap it up here.
Now that's
the next one coming up next time is another two half episode. We know how those can go, but we'll see. They are called Gone with the Mimphs and The First Apprentice.
Yeah, real exciting stuff.
First Apprentice sounds like the prequel to The Last Jedi.
I mean, the names tell me nothing. Like, this one could have been awful, like Night of the Stranger.
Night of the Stranger.
You could have called the Totem Master the Night of the Stranger. Like, basically, would summarize either one.
So, the names don't tell you what's coming up, but the next episode of our podcast will, so tune in.
They should have called this episode, Epic Battle Over the Sunstar. Then I would have been like, oh, good. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, well, that's the later episode. It's called Battle for the Sunstar.
Oh.
So that one was taken.
Right.
Yep.
There you go. That one of the episodes is called Party Ewok.
Yeah,
that
could
says
be anything.
Exactly what it is, and I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Good.
Right. Ewok Party. That's what I'm expecting.
Will there be crazy tribal ritualistic killings and eatings, such as depicted in episode 6?
No, cartoon Ewoks don't do that.
That's what they do at their parties. That's after they defeat the Empire, and they're roasting up some stormtroopers.
They say we are now the ultimate power in the universe.
All right. There you go.
Bye.
Well, see you all next time.